Build America bonds represent a unique financing tool in the world of government securities. These are taxable municipal bonds that were specifically created during the financial crisis to support state and local infrastructure projects. Unlike traditional municipal bonds, Build America bonds offer a different approach to government financing, combining federal support with broader investor appeal. This innovative program emerged as part of the government securities landscape to address critical funding needs during challenging economic times. Build America bonds, commonly abbreviated as BABS, are taxable municipal bonds created under the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009. Their primary purpose was to help state and local governments finance infrastructure projects during the financial crisis when traditional municipal bond markets faced significant disruptions. The defining feature of these bonds is the federal subsidy of 35% of interest costs, which substantially reduces borrowing expenses for government issuers. This subsidy made it more affordable for states and localities to fund critical infrastructure projects at a time when capital was scarce. The story of Build America bonds begins in 2008, when the financial crisis severely disrupted traditional municipal bond markets. Investors became reluctant to invest in anything other than federal government securities, creating a funding crisis for state and local governments. In response, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009 created the Build America Bonds program as an emergency measure. The program ran through December 31, 2010, during which time over $180 billion in Build America bonds were issued, making it one of the most significant infrastructure financing programs in recent American history. Build America bonds came in two distinct varieties. Direct payment BABS provided the subsidy directly to the bond issuer, with the United States Treasury paying 35% of the interest costs. This reduced the effective borrowing rate for state and local governments. Tax credit BABS, on the other hand, gave bondholders a refundable tax credit equal to 35% of the interest they received. While both types reduced borrowing costs, direct payment bonds proved more popular, accounting for over 88% of all Build America bonds issued. Both structures achieved the same goal of making infrastructure financing more affordable during the economic crisis. Build America bonds delivered substantial benefits to government issuers. First, they lowered borrowing costs by approximately 84 basis points compared to traditional municipal bonds, translating to significant savings. Second, because the interest was taxable, these bonds attracted a broader investor base including pension funds, insurance companies, and foreign investors who typically could not benefit from tax-exempt municipal bonds. Third, the program accelerated infrastructure projects during the economic crisis, creating jobs and stimulating economic activity. Overall, the program saved state and local governments an estimated $20 billion in borrowing costs, while funding critical infrastructure improvements across the nation. Build America bonds differ fundamentally from traditional municipal bonds in several key ways. Traditional municipal bonds are tax-exempt, meaning investors do not pay federal income tax on the interest they receive. This limits their appeal primarily to high-tax bracket investors. Build America bonds, however, are taxable but compensate through a 35% federal subsidy. This taxable structure opened these bonds to a much broader range of investors, including those who could not benefit from tax exemption, such as pension funds and foreign entities. While traditional municipal bonds rely on indirect federal support through tax expenditures, Build America bonds provided direct, transparent federal subsidies to reduce government borrowing costs. Despite their success, Build America bonds faced significant challenges. The program expired on December 31, 2010, and was not extended by Congress, cutting off this financing option for state and local governments. Beginning in 2013, federal budget sequestration reduced subsidy payments by 7.3%, increasing costs for issuers who had relied on the full 35% subsidy. Years after issuance, legal disputes emerged over extraordinary redemption rights, creating uncertainty for both issuers and investors. Additionally, direct payment Build America bonds could only be used for capital expenditures, limiting their flexibility compared to traditional municipal bonds. The Build America Bonds program left a lasting legacy in municipal finance. During its brief existence, over $180 billion in bonds were issued through 929 separate bond issues across 47 states. At its peak, Build America bonds represented 20% of the entire municipal bond market. The program saved governments an estimated $20 billion in borrowing costs and funded critical infrastructure including schools, water systems, roads, bridges, and transit projects. Most importantly, Build America bonds demonstrated how federal-local partnership could effectively support infrastructure financing during economic crises, creating a model that continues to inform policy discussions about infrastructure investment today.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.